was a noise from somewhere deep. We heard the sound, it was bittersweet. Voices calling out from an aching heart, getting so much closer by staying apart, singing a song of hope and love that you heard when I heard. I feel what you feel. We will survive, we will stay strong. Love is the word, and hope is the song. The streets are empty, but the sky is clear. You want somebody and can't have them near, taking shelter where you can when the world is at stake. Alone together, trying hard not to break, singing a song of hope and love that will heal. You heard when I heard. I feel what you feel. We will survive, we will stay strong. Love is the word, and hope is the song. A song for the lonely, the tired and the weary. A song for the broken, the mighty. Can you hear me? Get beyond our pride and greed. Share everything that we need. We won't be ignored. We will be restored. Singing a song of hope and love that will heal. You heard when I heard. I feel what you feel. We will survive, we will stay strong. 'Cause love is the word, and hope is the song.
Good morning, South Florida, and welcome to the breakfast at the Brooklyn Cafe TV.
Take a deep breath and a good whiff of that coffee brewing. Grab yourself some toast, a donut, or any breakfast. As Dawn and Freddie get you up and ready for the rest of your day.
So I grabbed myself and called 888-994-4995 to share a tip of the day.
Or just to say good morning.
So get ready for the time of your life.
Shake off your sleepies, buckle up, because it's showtime.
Welcome to the morning show here on the Brooklyn Cafe. I gotta tell you, people are asking me, they're getting very confused because we're supposed to go on at 9 o'clock.
Yes, and we go on at 9:45.
So
We're supposed to go
later
from
and
9
later.
to 10.
It's like
I
all
know.
day just creeping up on us.
I know. We're supposed to go from 9 to 10.
And what the hell happened yesterday? We went on at 1:45.
10 o'clock.
At 10 o'clock and 1:45. It was delayed date. That's because We were drinking the maricheras, you know, the maricheras.
We were having Mimosa Wednesday, Mimosa Wednesday is what we were having.
And everything slowed down. What happened? What happened? And we got a lot of work done yesterday.
That's because we had a lot of work to do. So I had a meeting, you had a meeting, I had Alana, you were in a meeting for almost 2 hours yesterday morning after the show.
Listen.
Yeah, but that's where the morning went yesterday.
Exciting news. You know those things you want?
The lanyards,
I
yeah.
got a beat on it. I didn't know it comes in 15 different textures. That's why he's paying what he's paying.
Oh.
So I got an education. But we are going to have some breaking news.
Save the
Hopefully
date.
next week. No, next week we are going to bring in a new sponsor on the show. We are going to get into the merch business on the other side.
Okay. Can we tell them to save the date, though?
And then this is the other news.
Are we allowed to release that?
Absolutely, it's official.
Save the date. Happy Thursday, everyone. It is kind of a throwback Thursday because these are some longtime friends that we've been working with. And our platform is always based on kids and families and empowering and really great community support. And on Sunday, November 14th, save the date. Save the date. We are heading up to Old School Square to cover an incredible Children's Kids Expo. It's going to be outside at Old School Square. There's going to be vendors and music, and Captain Tiny's going to be there with the pirate ship.
I need a note on that. Do you guys want to dress up as mates?
Not at all.
I got a costume.
For children? What is wrong with you?
Oh, no, okay. For children, yeah.
I want you to bring your niece.
I thought you just wanted me to,
No, with Captain Tiny, I'm going to dress up.
okay.
I got a wench's costume.
Yeah, no, not you.
Fishnets,
No, not that
little
kind of wench.
mini off the
No,
menu.
not that
Can't
kind.
do that.
No, you can, but not for.
They
not
can't
for
do that.
wow, Slick, help me here, Slick. I'm drowning.
They can't do that. You know?
It's only a couple weeks after Halloween. Here's some funny thing. I'm cleaning up and save the. I'm digress. November 14th, Old School Square. Some great activities for kids, restaurants, and vendors, and anything pertaining to families and children on Atlantic Avenue. The kids are going to be making crafts, and they get to decorate the Christmas tree. It's going to be so much. I can't believe we're even talking Christmas. So I'm really excited about that.
Well, this event is so big that we have to mention it early because we are looking for floaters. Now, does anybody here know what a floater is? All the spots for the sponsors were sold out. All gone. Done. So the only thing that's left is floaters. So what happens is you pay $100. Oh, no, I'm sorry. Is it $100? No, it's $200. You pay $200, and you get to distribute your goods on a plate or whatever it is, and you get the coupons, and people get to know you. Now they're expecting upwards to 1,500 to 2,000 people on Atlantic Avenue and Old School Square. Is it so from 10 to 3?
I know we're supposed to be there 11 to 1, so I think it's 10 to 2.
10 to 2, and we're there 11 to 1. Well, this will be carried on WNN Radio. I looked up the time yesterday.
Very nice.
We're going to be there at 1
11.
to 1? After you say 11 to 2.
The event's 10 to 2, but they figured an hour on either end for us to set up and break down.
Well, we may need to go 1 to 2 on
Okay.
the radio. That's what I blocked.
Okay.
Thanks a lot.
I wasn't at your meeting, though, so I'm flying blindly on this. Okay.
But what I want to do is I would like to, it's on Atlantic Avenue, Robin, on Atlantic Avenue by, what's the name of the place?
Old School Square.
Old School Square. And we're looking for floaters. So let's say that Robin wants to show her bling, bling, bling.
Robin, you got to get back in town. Everybody is asking for you. We've got things for you to bling. We got projects for
We
you.
got artists that want to bling.
Yes.
You know, and the thing is with Robin is, and also Amy Forsheski.
You know, Robin and Amy decide they go
They
away.
leave.
Since when is the summer? 6
Listen,
months.
if you need frogs, you know, I live on a lake. I get you all the frogs you want. 2-legged,
Since
4-legged,
when?
8-legged.
They leave in June. They come back in October. That's like not a
Who the
summer.
hell
That's
does that?
the season.
It's like taking
Somewhere in the start of fall.
it's like taking an apple and cutting all the good stuff out in the middle and leaving you with just the skin.
I know. So, Robin, we need you and Amy back in South Florida. We've got a lot of great things. But speaking of my pirate costume,
No, we're not.
I've had it forever.
I don't care.
So much so that when the kids were little, that was my costume at their Halloween parties. So
Slick,
Chelsea's
help me,
going
Slick.
through her old pictures the other day, old photo albums, and there's one of me at the school in this pirate situation. And she goes, Mom, why would anyone allow you to dress like that? You're a mom. I go, what is wrong with that?
You weren't always a mom.
Well, I was. I was a mom at her school for Halloween
And you
in
got
my
dressed like
pirate
that?
costume. Yeah, she goes, why why do people let you get dressed like that? She goes, I guess it's a costume for Halloween, and you're my mom, so it's okay. But most moms don't look like you. True, fact. They look like they look like. So I still have that costume.
I'm just not gonna say anything. I'm just gonna leave her on an island.
That was the thing with my kids is, moms don't look like you all the time. No, they look like themselves. What am I going to tell you?
I don't know. Put on fishnets, walk around, and see what happens.
Exactly
Oh,
what
I got
I'm
this.
saying. You
Now,
know what? You got to live once.
I used to embarrass my kids in school
That would be dangerous.
because I was the football and
Wait,
baseball
can we
coach.
get some fishnets on you?
Absolutely.
Oh, that'll be.
I put it over my head like
That would
and
be
the
disturbing.
I'll be the Frito Bandito. net.
Halloween's coming up. Is all I can tell you.
Yeah, that'll be disturbia if you do that.
Disturbia?
Disturbia.
Does it disturb you?
When you with
I'm all in.
fishnets?
Yeah.
You with fishnets?
Over my head.
Oh, I thought you were gonna put it around your legs.
We
and
can do
then
that too.
Do
Is
like
that-
a ni-
would
do
you
a
like
nice
that?
little walk to Sunny Stop.
Would you
know?
like that? I walk anywhere you want. I don't care.
You're going to shave your legs? We'll put on
I ain't
fishnets for
shaving
you?
nothing. It's gonna be some hairy fish stock leggings. I ain't. I'm not. What do you mean?
At least he's laughing.
You hear what he says? They want me to wear fish stock.
Fishnets
Nets.
to walk to Sunday Stop.
So I said I was gonna put one over my head as well. So they're going about shaving my legs. I ain't shaving nothing.
You gotta shave if you're wearing fish
Why?
socks.
I'm gonna wear.
You got hairy legs?
Oh my God, yes.
Before everything, Christmas.
Like that.
Really? Wow, that's
I
funny.
didn't send Italian of the hairiest people alive.
Wow, that's a funny thing.
Listen, I don't care. That you guys are picking on the wrong guy. You think I'm gonna care? I'll do it on the side if you want. Well,
I
I'm
know,
here.
I know.
It don't bother me. It don't make me because of what you see.
So on Tuesday, we went to my mom and dad's, and Josh and Slick came with us. And they're here to tell the story of they survived.
That was
This-
just that one.
That's it. That's our Tuesday crew. But they were great.
Yeah, it was a nice time. You know.
Slick got a new tie.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I should have wore it. I've had it in the car. But yeah, I didn't know I would meet Cleopatra. Yeah, and I met
Nefertiti.
Dolly.
I didn't know we
As
had
well.
Nefertiti's.
And I
turned
helped
into
with
Cleo.
iPhone problems. It was nice. It was a
You
nice
did. I have
time.
to thank you because my
No
dad has
problem.
such a
You
hard
fixed it?
time. He fixed my dad's phone.
Really?
Yeah.
You?
I know,
Really?
I
My
know.
weavers?
I know iPhone keeps updating their phone, so like keep updating their settings. So I had to kind of ask YouTube and Google, but I found it. I figured it
Wow,
out.
ingenious. I'm very
He
proud of
fixed
you.
it. He got the black
And I
background.
met an alligator. There was an alligator in their pool.
And I thought you were
Yes.
gonna go in with a plastic knife and save us.
Dolly told me not to do it. She said,
Dottie's their age.
Dottie, my bad. Dottie
Dolly.
told me,
Freddie calls her Dolly.
I call her Dolly.
my bad.
Of
But
course, a
Dottie,
human being Dottie.
That's her
Dottie told
name.
me not to do it. Dottie said it's fake. It's fake. Don't pay
Yes,
attention.
there's a
Nice,
fake
nice.
alligator in the pool. There's a fake owl next to the pool.
Now this house is a throwback to the '60s because it has a sunken in living room. So in the day I had a sunken in living room when I lived in the Bronx.
What do you mean by sunken in love?
You go down 4 stairs as your mother's. You go down 4 steps and that is sunken in. It has like a sofa. We actually did a bit of a show there. We're gonna be hopefully editing that.
Salsa.
We're trying. Poor Salsa. She's like, you want me to try and match this audio with the video?
Yeah, you should have seen her yesterday. She had her headphones
Is
in.
it that bad?
Yes.
Do you want me to take a look at it?
You
No, she
will
taking
probably
care
get
of
another
it.
whack at it. Wait,
No,
let's see what comes out of it.
She's not until tomorrow, but we can give Val a whack at one of the segments anyway.
No, let Sasa do it. And if she needs some help doing it, Sasa will help her. But, Val will help her. But she has all this mummified stuff.
Yes.
She has a head of Tutankhamun.
Tut?
Tutankhamun.
Tutankhamun?
Yeah, him too. His brother.
Freddie, you're going to go as Rocky Horror is what new mom says. Yes.
What?
New mom says you'll be as Rocky Horror.
Who, me? This
You.
year?
Yes. With your fishnets on.
Ooh, I love it.
Rocky
When
Horror.
was the Rocky Horror
great,
Picture
yeah.
Show?
You know, in New York City, when I was into NYU, they took me to see this stupid thing, Rocky Horror Picture Show. And we sat in the front row, because students from NYU sat in the front row. And they put me up. You remember the part with the umbrella? And they didn't have any skin on the umbrella? They said, we want you to go like this, because everybody in the audience was part of the show. I stood up there and I raised this umbrella like this. This is my Rocky Horror moment.
Does that still exist?
Sure.
I don't know.
They've never heard of it. Josh, you ever heard of it?
Yeah, Josh.
No.
Val? The Rocky Horror Picture Show. Have you ever heard of it? I don't think it exists, Freddie.
Isn't Rocky Horror the guy who talks to the plant?
No.
No,
What was the name of that one?
it died out.
That was or Seymour, where he talks to the. It is. Oh my gosh, Little Shop of Horrors.
Yellow Shop of Horrors.
Sounds like
And remember
Rocky
the other
Horror.
one with the shaving of the bell?
Yes.
Harbor of the Bell? I saw
Yes.
that play too. He would cut the guy's neck and hit a level, and you went down into the.
Sweeney Todd.
Yeah, you remember that
You're
one?
making me dig into my memory banks. Yes.
You remember that one?
Yes, I got to
guys
tell you,
know
it's
that?
like he's stalling for time for me to remember because clearly you are not going
But
to
I'm
remember.
getting my Alzheimer's and I'm feeding him bits of information.
Thank you very much.
Now, West Side Story, ladies and gentlemen.
It's coming
Tracy,
out.
we're taking the whole crew to see West Side Story. You got to come with us. Because we're going to be shaking. We're going to sit upstairs in
You know what I'd like to do now that it's getting cooler is really book a thing with Schnebley's to head down there maybe on a Thursday.
Go ahead, look, and take it easy. Okay, take it easy. Because when we go down to Schnebley's, we're going to be doing a huge venue. And we have to wait.
Can't we just go down?
Yeah, we can go.
For a
We're gonna
wine
go for 3
tasting?
hours down and then come back 6 hours a whole day.
Yeah.
Gotta do it on a Saturday or something.
Why?
Because if we leave at 8 o'clock in the morning, we won't be back till 8 o'clock in the morning in the evening. I have gigs at night.
So we come back by 5. We'll talk about it.
I'm gonna go there, have a glass of wine, and then come back.
Yesterday we had Mimosa Wednesday, and Jay Harmon was in here doing his show. 1 mimosa, 2 mimosas,
Almost floor.
3 mimosas. Yeah,
Almost
almost
floor.
floor.
I can't believe that you
Jay.
guys. Did you see the picture he drew was crooked?
He was inspired. It's art. He
It was the
inspired. Darth Vader.
the Darth Vader. Wow, how much did you guys give him? And I'm gonna tell you something about that champagne. Where'd you get that?
The fridge. It's the magic refrigerator. You open it up, and there is Prosecco, and there's wine, and there's pineapple wine, and there's Remy Martin.
Pineapple wine.
It's a great fridge.
It's a Remy Martin in there?
Yes.
There is?
Yes, I've never had it before.
What's it doing in the fridge?
Someone brought it for us to celebrate when we moved in here, and we've almost been here 2 years, and we've not drank
Ever
it yet.
opened it?
And never,
Oh, yeah,
ever
Remy
opened
Martin.
it.
And the Remy's in the fridge? Who puts Remy in the fridge?
You gotta put it out. Yeah.
I don't know.
I never heard of that.
Everything's
Tracy,
in
is
the fridge.
it true that Remy Martin should be put in the fridge?
I don't know. Everything's in the fridge. I guess it's like being a Jewish thing, like
I
batteries
saw,
go in the freezer.
I saw Arcade in the fridge.
Okay, it was in the
Yeah,
fridge.
the pineapple wine. Yeah, it's for the pineapple wine.
You know, the pineapple wine's not bad.
It's
And then he
not.
tells me, here's why you know RK is not the ladies' man. Not bad for a $3 bottle of wine from Aldi's. You just ruined like the
Yes!
whole
Yes!
thing.
He always. I'm like, yo, you should.
Wait
do
a
that.
minute. He didn't spend $3. He spent $2, he told me, and 46 cents.
He just.
You just
you're
let
you're
it
supposed
go.
to let the wine do the talking. Like,
Right.
I don't know if it was like that.
Right?
Yes. You just let the wine do the
How
talking.
much do you spend on a bottle of wine for a
Me?
female? Yeah.
I'm not gonna say. But
How
as
much?
long as it
How
tastes
much?
good. As long as it. No, I'm not gonna say.
10.
As long as it tastes good for her.
$10?
10? I'll say the most up to like 15 for a bottle.
Really?
Yeah.
How much
Because
does...
the one that I have right there, it's not wine. It's a Moscato, but that's 12.
Oh, that was,
Moscato's
that was
12.
his Moscato.
That
Yes.
blue bottle. That blue bottle.
Blue bottle
She
that you threw
opened
away
it.
today?
Yeah. No, but it's good though.
There was
I'll
no-
buy another one.
There was
It's-
no cork.
Oh
You
yeah.
gotta
sure.
cork it, number
No,
one.
the cork
Broke.
broke on Saturday. But
The
it was a
problem
good
is
one.
it was leaning on its side.
I've got
and it
another
fell
bottle of
out.
that in my
It's
house.
okay.
I'll bring it to you. I've got 2 bottles actually. I'll bring to you.
Okay, it's okay.
1.5.
It's just that cork
Ma-
was just bad.
Now, you don't drink wine, right?
I do.
So how much... Get a mic.
We should do Thirsty Thursday. We should open up every bottle that's in the refrigerator and do a taste test.
You can't do that.
Thirsty Thursday. Why?
You're gonna open every bottle?
There are like 6 of them are open right now, so we
Oh,
should
we can-
taste all the
those
ones that are
are no
open.
good.
Then we should throw them away and start over. New mom, don't you think? Our bartender. We still have a blender here, by the way.
Oh, yes.
I know.
We
can
could
make
create
pina
something
coladas.
great.
Coladas, some nice slushy drinks, and we just gotta get the bartender.
What kind of wine do you like? What impresses you?
I
Because
like
there's like and there's impress.
Moscato and Roscato.
What's Roscato?
Moscato.
Really?
Is that
It's-
Rosé Moscato?
Yes.
Yes.
And that's your favorite wine?
I like sweet wine, so yes, anything
You
sweet.
like Marchevitz?
Never had it.
That's a Jewish wine.
Yes.
Marichevitz. You ever had
My
Marichevitz?
mom comes over the other night for dinner, and she goes, "You want anything to drink?" "No, I'm good." "You have any Chardonnay open?" I go, "Mom, I don't really drink so."
You know, I didn't want to say anything, but I was going to tell your mom, can I have a rum and coke? Can I have a vodka on the rum?
She would say anything you wanted.
I know, but I was like hesitant because my boys didn't ask for nothing. Oh, I take a water. I take a Coke Zero. I'm like, what? I didn't want to seem like the only lush.
Oh, no,
Lush
it's okay.
away.
I just, what is it? I just wanted to make sure my stomach was okay. I was drinking water and ginger ale. So.
Lush
I
away.
had to go to work after, so that's why I didn't drink.
I had to go to work after too. That's why I drink.
So
You had to work all day.
I had
So
one
of
bottle
course
of
you had to
Chardonnay
drink.
and the cork was bad, and the cork
Of course you
crumbled.
had to drink.
All right, so we're gonna do a new thing. When we do like these tours, we're gonna take our own bar.
Okay.
That way, if I want to drink, I'm not gonna be.
She had a big thing of Jack.
She
had,
showed me. She says, "This is my go-to." Now I went.
I see.
Wow.
I was about to say, I seen it. I was
Yeah.
like,
I was ready to go to it too,
it was huge. It was like this big. I'm like, wow.
and then it was 3/4 gone.
Yeah, it was almost gone. Yeah.
But
Special nights.
I didn't know. First of all, you gotta respect Doc's position on this thing because if you're taking drinks, he may get upset. So I says, let me just play the weight game. Eventually, I had a little shot of the donut.
So did she eventually too. I don't drink this early. Okay. By the time
See,
we
that's
left,
what she told me.
by the time we left, we had the mini donuts with the pipettes, and she goes, "How do I do this?" So she tried it, and then just shoot the rest. Oh, I like this. And then I don't know how many. I left her all of the ones that were infused.
I was gonna tell her, don't make me get a lifeguard. I said, Slick, put on your Speedo lifeguard in case she swallows the damn pipette. But she's like squeezing that bad boy.
Exactly. I think
That's
she had the
funny.
Kahlua one.
That's
Mhm.
funny.
That's exactly it. But you guys are great, so thank you for partaking in that fun.
No problem.
So
But I
yesterday,
didn't get to blow the chauffeur.
the shofar will have to get you one.
Chauffeur.
This
Chauffeur.
woman from an art
Chauffeur,
gallery
chauffeur.
comes in, and she can't believe. I've run into her outside in the parking lot. She owns 3 art
She
galleries
couldn't find the place.
because we don't have a sign, and we had already brought in the flag, so no one could find us yesterday. She comes in. All she wanted was the Mickey Mouse. Who made the Mickey Mouse? I'm like,
What
it's a
Mickey
mask. Oh, check out the Studio A.
I did see.
It's
Yeah,
a mask. Who made it? I don't know.
Oh, she wanted the mask?
That's an art piece.
You should have told her.
I should have
you
sold
told
it to
Walt.
her.
You should have told her Walt made it. That's
Walt
it.
made it,
I should have sold her the mask.
Now, I'm
$1
going to
million.
talk to Max. I want the mask on the body
That's
of
creepy.
Max. And Donald Duck. A double-headed mask.
That's creepy.
No. Wearing
That's a
your
double-headed
fishnet
arcade.
down 2nd Avenue is creepy.
So seeing
This
our,
ain't creepy.
seeing
No, it
Arcade
won't
kind of
be,
roam
'cause
around
you
here
can stop
yesterday
by
with the
those
mask.
Q's coffee
saw
shop
that.
in
It's
2nd
very-
Street Deli. If
There
you
you
walk
go.
down 2nd
Oh, so
Street,
you weren't doing to do that?
they'll be like, "Hey, Slate, you got your fishnet stockings on."
Oh,
They'll
they
call me in.
changed his name.
You
They
gonna
called
wear
him.
fishnet stocking?
You know how he's Slick and he's Spike for new mom? My mom now calls him Stitch. So she's screaming across the
choked.
house, Stitch!
I heard that. I'm saying, who the hell is she calling? You're now Stitch?
Stitch, Spike, Slick.
You have more names than the Riddler.
Yes, so they're calling him Stitch.
Did you know she was calling you? I looked at Josh. He looked at me. I'm like, who the freak is Stitch?
Because I heard it, I'm like, Stitch, who's Stitch? Okay, I think she's saying Slick. Okay, I think she's
Oh, I don't
That-
have Stitch on here.
Is hilarious.
Everybody loves
What the hell
Slick.
is that?
I was looking for Stitch. I don't have
What
Stitch.
is that?
It's my Pixar shirt.
Your what shirt?
Pixar.
Lilo and Stitch.
I don't. I
We
have
haven't-
Stitch socks on.
Lilo and Stitch is
We have not seen you in about a week. How are
It's
you
not.
doing?
Okay.
Lilo and
Been
Stitch is
working?
not Pixar.
Your hair got longer.
It's always long.
No, longer.
You good?
Yeah.
I can't believe it's been a week since we've seen you again.
Did you bring lunch in 20 bags?
Containers.
30.
She's like the bag lady of Alcatraz. She has all the lunches in all these bags.
She's
And they're
smart.
like here and a little here.
She keeps going and doing what she does. Been working?
You ready for March? You know, you're not, right? You should wait another year. You should, because all this pandemic stuff.
Are you
nobody-
making plans, like details of the wedding?
Yeah.
How's it going?
It's going.
You're going on a honeymoon?
Yeah.
Where you going?
Not right away though.
Where you going?
I don't know yet.
What do you mean not right away? The honeymoon is the best part of the wedding. The wedding sucks. I'm telling you right now.
Well, we need some time to recap from this wedding, so
Oh, after you
no
pay for the
clue.
wedding?
yeah.
Oh no, you gotta do something at the wedding. Italians do this at an Italian wedding. You ever been to a mobster wedding?
You bring like a pouch, right? And everyone gives you
She
money.
has a pouch, and you dance with
That's not
The
an
bride.
Italian thing. That's like a Hungarian thing.
no, and you
I've heard of
stick
that.
the money on the dress.
See, the Cuban tradition, and I read up on this because I was curious, they throw money at the bride.
And you don't want to do that because somebody's gonna take it.
Yeah.
You want to stick it on the dress.
Someone's gonna steal the money from a wedding.
Oh,
Yeah.
absolutely.
If they throw money at
They
you.
take everything. They take the plants off the table. I left bottles of wine when Freddie got married, and I went around and collected them. I picked up another 24 bottles.
And remember we had those bottles made?
Yeah.
Those are pretty
I
cool.
wonder if I have a bottle of that to show them.
You probably do.
I gotta look.
Because you don't go through anything. You save it all. But I can't
not
even
true.
make fun of you anymore because you now see what's from my house that now comes here. Now every night Chuck says, "Where's Freddie's bag?" Freddie has a bag every night that we pack up from my house and we bring it here.
Chuck says I have to give him credit. So this comes from the Grauber house.
Actually, no, that came from Alana's mother.
No, I'm just saying. I'm supposed to point it out on the show. So if you come to
I
the
got hats
studio,
for you. Oh, no, it's not
But
for it's
it's
for
not
RK.
from your house.
Oh, everything in the back.
you didn't see the back.
All that equipment. I've got more in my car, by the way.
Yeah, we are gonna open a podcast central.
I have a ping pong table. Does anyone want a ping pong table?
How big?
Whatever
pong.
big a ping pong table is.
It's like the
Is it a big
size, the
Yeah, it
size of
folds up.
size of a pool.
See, I would, but I don't have space for it.
I was thinking you and
It
RK could put it like in the
folds.
clubhouse.
It folds.
Beer pong table.
Do you
Beer
know how
pong
tiny
table.
my
Ping
apartment
pong.
is?
I'm gonna tell you for the
Do you know
last
how
time.
tiny-
Exactly. Do you know how much beer
Do you have
pong
4
has been
feet
played on
by
that
4 feet?
table?
Nope.
That's between
That's
me and you.
exactly what I was. I'm like.
You just put it up against
It's
the wall.
actually
it folds.
Slick's right. It's a beer pong table.
Beer pong
It can be.
table.
Yes, that is what Aaron has used it for.
Well, ping pong tables turn into beer pong.
Exactly what that table has been used for.
Ping pong tables are the best.
We can do a
We
cafe.
do not have room for a ping pong table.
a
It
ca-
folds.
We can have a cafe field
folds.
day. A cafe field day with gubba
trying to
shots and
get his name.
I'm
capostara.
gonna tell you.
Yeah.
You set it
In-
up outside.
Do you remember the Friends when they took the pool table and put it outside?
What?
No. I
Follow the bouncing ball. On Friends, they took a pool table
Really?
and they put it outside. So when it snowed, they played in the snow. When it rained, they had something over it to protect it. So they used to play. We could do that with this ping pong table.
And where are you going to keep
We
it?
Right
can
in
do
the
it with
front.
our sponsors with capostara and gubba. Like,
So we will put patches of sponsors
yeah.
on the ping pong table.
I just don't know where we're gonna place
Outside, in the front.
It's going to stay outside all the time?
it all the time.
Yeah.
It's very dangerous because you don't know if it's gonna come back. You know.
Well, who's going to take a ping pong table?
And if
Who's
they
gonna
do,
take a, who's gonna take
enjoy.
a flag? I told you to put it at the corner. Who's
No,
gonna
I can't put the flag out because of other reasons, but I had to.
Slick came back yesterday. What did you forget?
I forgot the what is it? The lav set, the wireless lav set.
I walk out of here yesterday.
I'm
Everybody's
Italian.
gone.
I got to tell you,
Vlad's
Slick,
clothes are on the table. I'm like, he left without his clothes on.
Yeah, everybody left. But Slick raised the game yesterday with his wireless microphones on his camera.
Did we try them?
Yeah, they sound good. I had them test them out, and they sound clear. So
Now
like,
we're gonna- the
I don't
next-
know how long the range is, but like we can set up, like like a Kelly and Regis or Kelly and Ryan.
Ryan.
Now. Yeah.
Well, the next thing we're going to try
Nice.
to do is incorporate it into the remix.
That's what I'm
Jim
wondering.
says maybe, maybe not, but we'll see.
Okay.
Because he has an XLR for sound.
Yeah.
Can it go right into the
We capture sound and he
into
captures
the
the
little
video.
thing? Does an XLR go into that? No. An
It goes into
HDMI?
the bell ringer.
Yes. I heard you went looking for a bell ringer the other day, and no one had heard of a bell ringer.
When we went to your mother's house, Freddie forgot a piece of
But
equipment.
it's not called a bell ringer.
It's a Behringer's. He
The Behringer, but like the funny thing was, we're like almost to the Best Buy, and then the girl finally picks up after 20 minutes, and then he's like, bell ringer, and then she's like, no, hang up.
She hung up on me.
And you were already there. But we got the other one in, so that's good to go.
I tested it last night.
Got a
cleared
new
the bell.
TV stand coming in today. Got a new TV coming in today.
That's
a lot
good.
of new stuff happening. A lot of new people and clients.
Slick speaks tonight.
Not,
Slick
What are
speaks
you guys
tonight at
talking
7:30. Do we have the elements?
We have the elements.
Do we
They
have
better be
audio?
finished today because I need it by 12 o'clock. You know, around here it
Yes.
gets crazy.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, but we are going to be talking about how in society nowadays is or she's going to hear about it, but in society nowadays, a lot of people want your reaction. Sometimes it's not a good reaction, but they want that like bad reaction out of you. From Lil Nas X to Tony Hawk donating blood, you don't know if these celebrities would want a genuine like. How do you guys feel about it, or how do you guys feel about us putting our blood into products? Like I feel like a lot of celebrities want that. They want to be the topic of discussion. So we're going to be discussing that tonight.
You know, you could break that down to, do you think people set you up when you're rising in success to make you feel bad, to knock you down?
That too. But like, I just wanted to point out the fact of our latest blood donors that are selling merchandise.
With their blood in it, right?
Yeah. It's just like, I don't understand, like, why are we even though Tony Hawk said he's doing it for a cause of his, and Lil Nas X is doing it for, I think, no, he's not doing it for, but Mischief is just holding all the profit after
It's Lil Nas's X, or Lil Nas X is the name?
Lil Nas X.
Okay.
I guess
I thought you meant it was their ex.
No, the shoes are now selling for like, I'll say $4,000.
I got some bad news for you.
But like,
There's his blood in it?
there's like a drop
Like
of
a
blood.
drop of
Not
blood.
his blood.
The
But-
DNA spin-off.
Correct.
I got some bad news for you.
Yes.
That happened in the 60s.
Well, why though?
Because in the 60s, they used to do something called blood brothers.
Yep.
So you used to take and you used to prick your finger and you used to put it with the other person. And that was the bond. And this was...
I heard that people cut their palm and then...
Yeah, well, you ain't got to get that stupid. But you could do this. And you cut your palm, you're going to have a scar. You go here. But that was a thing in the 60s. What he's doing is he's going old school. He's putting it in a vial. What's her name with the big lips? The actress, Jodie, whatever her name is.
Angelina Jolie.
Angelina Jolie. She did it in the 80s with that husband that she was married to. They put it in a vial.
Brad Pitt.
No, it was the guy before that. She had a guy before that. And they put it in a vial, and that broke big news. But if you go back to the 60s, it was done every day. If you go to the 50s...
I remember
blood
doing
brothers.
that as kids with my girlfriends.
Now, do you know where it originated from? And you can look it up.
The
because-
Native Americans?
No, where that blood brother thing all
The
originated.
Native Americans?
Puerto Rico?
Vietnam War.
Really?
Because situation
There
that
was
was
a
happening.
big problem in the Vietnam War between blacks and Hispanics and the ranks.
Everybody was losing.
That's right. They
The
were saying,
Vietnam
why
War
is
was-
the draft? You don't know what a draft is, right?
yeah, I know what the draft
They
is.
know
You
what
do?
it is, but they don't know what it is.
Yeah, I haven't
thankfully.
been in a draft, but I know
I
what
had
it
to
is.
register for the draft.
Yeah.
I went to NYU, and NYU gives you a card, right? My first day there, she says, you got to take this to the post office. I said, for what? The draft. I ran home to my parents.
The draft, the army?
Yeah.
Yeah, there's no draft anymore.
So I went to my father, Mr. Ultra Conservative, Freddie. All our family been in the army. I says, I don't want to get drafted. There was no war at the time, though.
And then when the Gulf War broke out, where were you?
I was too old.
No, you weren't.
I was 30-something.
No, you weren't.
What year was the Gulf War?
I don't know, that's last series.
X-Series.
You may have been 29.
No, don't.
I was 22. You were 27, 28.
No.
Yes, I was in graduate school.
They're not going to draft a 28-year-old.
1991. 91?
But
So how old were you?
Really?
62, 72, 82, 92. I was 29.
Thank you very much.
I was 29.
That's what I just said.
But ain't nobody going to draft a 29-year-old. They draft these
Why?
young guys. They won't draft him either. They'll take Josh.
Yeah, your back is too bad.
yeah.
No, not because you're 4K. They won't draft you because you're 27. So they got to go through the 18s first to 27 is done by date of birth.
Okay.
So when I went to the post office, I was shaking like a leaf. Lady says, "There's no war. What are you worried about? Just give me the card." I was hysterical.
A lot of things to worry about, I tell you.
My brother during Vietnam, they used to watch a board. You went on somewhere. I don't know where they went, and it was done by the birthdays.
Yep.
And Gigi's brother Ray was getting closer and closer. Nicky went. He said, "The hell with this. I'm not gonna get drafted. I'm just gonna join because you get better perks if you join as opposed to being drafted."
I have to tell you, Aaron is going to PR in November.
Why?
He's got a wedding to go to.
Where? Is he nuts?
San Juan, I think.
Number one country not to visit, according to the CDC, and you can look it up, Puerto Rico right now.
Really?
Really?
So if you need him to bring anything
No,
back
no.
for you,
Oh, I do. He's going to do that? He's going to go to Humacao? Get lost.
well, maybe they can ship it to. I think he's going to be in Old San Juan. Maybe they can ship
Yeah,
it.
well, I'm an hour and a half from
So maybe they can send it to his hotel and he can bring it back for you.
I need to go to Puerto Rico to get my mother's figurines into a huge box and bring it over.
Can someone pack it up and just ship it?
That's the problem.
Don't you have somebody living there?
I don't want dirt. I don't want sand
You
when he
don't
comes
trust
here. I don't. But these are $1,000 porcelain dolls.
So you can't get there quite yet.
I was told I cannot travel yet.
So you cannot travel yet.
But people think that they're doctors and they tell me, oh, you can go. No. And then I call my family in Puerto Rico and they tell me, Frey, don't come here. Just don't come here right now.
Then don't go there right now.
They
Then
don't
you
want
stay
nobody
put.
there.
They don't want nobody
They don't
there
want
because it's a problem right now. It's, it's out of control again. And Puerto Rico doesn't have the accessibility that they have here.
Why? I never understand that. They're a
It's an
U.S.
island
territory.
in the middle of nowhere.
And?
You got to bring everything in by a boat.
And?
Do you know how it works?
You have airplanes and airports.
You have to pay a tariff tax to an American company to bring it in. Then you have to pay the local tax. By the time you get a loaf of bread, $6.
Well, I think you should be part of that world cruise that we talked about yesterday.
Not Puerto Rico.
That,
I
can you
mean, it
imagine
shouldn't
going
be
on a
like
world
that.
Cruise?
It shouldn't be like that. I feel like it's a U.S. territory. There shouldn't be that much territory.
Cruise that takes about 2 weeks.
There's one that takes 6 months.
Yeah, no.
It's
$200.
$100,000.
A person.
You want to go?
Nope.
For your honeymoon.
Nope.
We
I would
interviewed her
personally-
yesterday.
I
Personally
considered
pay.
doing the coast to coast one for my honeymoon.
How much?
I don't know. I don't remember how much.
Where's it go?
Coast to coast?
Which
It goes
coast?
From California to here.
Oh.
You want me to set you up in Puerto Rico?
No.
In Palmas?
Does it go under?
No, it
goes
goes,
over?
through the Panama Canal, I think.
Yes. I can't hook up Puerto Rico. I used to send people to Palmas del Mar because when I was a kid in high school, we used to paint. We actually helped build it. So I still have friends there. My cousin has a condo there. Are you sure?
Where do you want
Palmas
to go
is
for your
beautiful.
honeymoon?
So why are you telling me no?
I don't know.
Josh, where do you want to go for your honeymoon?
When are you getting married?
That's not gonna be for
He's
a while.
young.
I never hear he was getting married.
I didn't either.
So
Just
why you
asked in
asking about his
general.
honeymoon?
Because don't you think about it? Guys don't think about that.
No.
Not yet.
I don't even
Not
think
yet.
about that.
Really? Guys don't even think about that.
Not
I
yet.
gotta tell you, sometimes it's just not good to be a guy. You get
The guys
so
really
sucked
don't
into what we
I
want.
Money.
still have to take step number one and move out.
Yeah, he still lives with his parents. You're
I still
smart.
have
You
to
should
take
stay
step
there.
number one.
I'm gonna tell you something.
Ask
bro.
Val about that situation.
You stay there as long as you can. So like I said, you bank the money.
Yeah.
When I was getting married, my second marriage, I wanted to go to Hawaii. Always wanted to go to Hawaii. So this scam artist, I gave him money, and the I don't know, the police found out it was a scam. They sent me back the money. Says don't deal with people like this. So it was a week before my wedding. I had no honeymoon. So I didn't tell Michelle because she would have. So I took Michelle to buy her dress in Brooklyn. And I parked the car, and there was a big post in the window. Go to Greece.
He was like, oh.
So I ran in. Now remind you, I had the money. And I said to her, I want to go to Greece for my honeymoon. And she says, okay, but the deal is I need the poster. She said, what? I go, you want the deal or not? Sure. So they rolled it up. I did Greece, 16 days in Greece.
So you've always been like this?
Yeah.
Wow.
So I go home, and I go in the bedroom, and I put the poster up. So Michelle comes in, and she says, okay, maniac, because I used to do this all the time. I used to fix the house and whatever. And there was always like flowers to forgive me for I'm about to make your life miserable. So she comes, and she says, okay, maniac, what is that? I said, that's our honeymoon. Wow.
Wow.
What a life.
How'd you pay for that?
I had money. The day I had money.
Wow.
And I took it. And
16
it's funny.
days in Greece.
16. I was so homesick. I spent the 4th of July. There was a holiday I spent over there. It must have been the 4th of July. I don't know when I got married. I don't remember, but there was a holiday. And a friend of mine, Tony Baloney, had a limo service. So I hired Tony. Biggest mistake. Never hire your friends who drive a limo. Never.
I don't even need one.
Tony, well, if his name is Tony Baloney, that might be the first clue.
Well, he kept the window down.
Big baloney. Big
Right?
baloney.
Baloney.
He kept the
Baloney.
window down. I said, Tony, I'm on my honeymoon. Can you bring the window? Oh, no, I want to talk to you.
How's everything, Freddie?
Wow.
Everyone loves you, Freddie, is all I can say.
So we get to the hotel. We stayed at the Hyatt or whatever in Manhattan. And I told you Michelle fell, cracked the head, so there was no honeymoon. But anyway, she cracked the head, seriously.
I remember
I had
you
to
told
call
me
the
she
doctor.
slept in the bathroom or
She
something,
slept in
right?
the bathroom. And I caught her. I caught her like this. Otherwise, she would have really.
Your life is like,
It's like a book.
Yes.
Yes.
We go to JFK. Her diamond ring that cost me large money is missing.
What can you do?
I fainted.
Yeah, no,
Don't make
what
this
can
on
you
the ground.
No, you can faint, but like, what you like?
that's from New Mom for you.
Oh, man. I'm in, you mom.
I love that new mom. Yes.
I'm glad she's feeling
Can you
better. That is
imagine?
hilarious. Oh my
You give
God.
your engagement ring and it gets lost.
Can you
in
imagine you
JFK?
getting dressed up like
I can't-
that?
I can't. If I give an engagement ring or if I give a gift, it's lost. I can't really.
Oh, no. I made the police shut everything down, which they did. I found it. It was underneath the suitcase.
Oh, you found it. Okay.
So she couldn't wear her engagement ring 16 days in Athens, in all of Greece.
Okay.
Michelle got hit on by every man, human being.
She didn't have a
And two-
necklace to like put
No.
the necklace on.
No. The diamond came off, so it was put away.
Oh, okay.
So we had to go buy another ring while we were in Greece.
Wow.
So I had one carved. It was a gold thing, a guy who does gold. He actually made it right in front of me.
Wow. You're very romantic.
No, I had to stamp my ground because she got hit on by everybody,
But
including
you're
me.
in Greece. Imagine if you were in Italy. She would probably fell in love with.
We
like
went
some
to Italy.
Mussolini guy.
We went to Italy a little
Those
bit.
Italian guys, they.
No, you know what's the worst is the French.
Really?
Oh yeah.
You've been there too?
Yeah.
Wow.
But I didn't go to Paris. I went from the Alps. I drove down to Barcelona.
Dangerous.
Wow.
So I went to the
You
Alps.
drank
and
the
I-
whole way down, right?
France and not go Paris.
Because I promised my ex-wife that I wouldn't go without her. I should have gone. You know.
Oh, you weren't. She was with you.
No, she didn't go with me. I went on a business trip for like 12 days.
You couldn't
And
go
I
to
drove
Paris.
through the Alps. You know how I got to Barcelona? It's like, so you learned this lesson?
What's up?
There was these two blondes, and they didn't speak a word of English.
But your wife was in New York.
Yeah.
Just clarify.
I
the
send her
picture.
a picture. I
Of the
says,
blondes?
Michelle, I'm going with these two blondes. Yeah. Down to Barcelona. I went with Carlos Mendes.
Okay.
It makes it a whole lot
They
better
didn't wanna
because
drive.
Carlos Mendez was in the car
They
with
didn't
the
wanna
other blonde.
drive. The car was this big. Carlos, half of him was sticking out. And they took us on that thing. You got to go 120 miles an hour.
Wow. The
So,
Autobahn?
the
Autobahn.
Autobahn. So she says the trade-off was I would drive. She would teach me how to drive a stick,
Ew.
which she did. And she kept going, fata, 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 fata. I was going 90. She says, fata, fata, fata. I said, what do you want me to do? Fata. And cars are zooming by me. Zoom, zoom. I went.
Yeah, because
she
you
says,
gotta go fast. Left
she-
lane.
oh my God. She said 100, 100, 100. At least 100 you gotta go. So I pedaled to the metal, and I drove down to Barcelona. When I flew over on that trip, NBC Sports was on that plane because they were doing the Winter Olympics.
Wow.
I got passes to the Winter Olympics. So when we were driving down from the Alps, which is some drive, we went over the French Alps where they were doing the Winter Olympics. So we stopped. That's probably why they took us. And we went in and we saw, it's stupid to watch Olympics skiing.
Why? The
It's like
Winter
racing
Olympics
car.
aren't they this year? Yeah, are they next year? Because we're off a year.
I think they're
Yeah, but you ever been to the Alps?
No,
It's very, very cold.
I never really had a honeymoon either.
It's, what?
Yeah.
What? My wheels? The Alps are so big, they make tunnels through them, not around them.
Oh, really?
Like, you gotta go through
Yeah, it's
them.
pretty
22.
cool.
It's next year. The Olympics. It's
pretty cool.
Yeah. I like him. I like seeing Shaun
You-
White if he is in
Where
there.
are they
No, he's
next
not. He
year?
retired.
Don't you want to go to
Beijing.
Greece?
Beijing.
Yes.
They're going back to Beijing.
Yeah.
No, like they never.
Did you guys hear though yesterday?
Beijing.
Beijing government officials were saying that the media should not go and cover the Olympics.
You know why?
Especially NBC,
Why?
for the reason that they think that instead of them newscasting the sports, they're actually going to be newscasting
The virus.
the news. No. oppression
Oh.
and discrimination
Oh, North Korea.
that a lot of people have been saying that the Chinese government has been doing, which is
True.
Which is true.
Well,
And
they're
they don't want no media coverage at all.
They're going to block the feed anyway, so.
Breaking news.
Yeah.
North Korea is not invited to the Winter Olympics.
Really?
China barred them from coming into the Olympics.
You know why, right?
Don't know. I mean, there's probably tension, but you know, I don't.
They're buying all the plutonium.
Oh.
I feel like it's a Marvel comic
but
situation in real life.
They're not allowing North Korea to be a part of this situation. So.
Did you guys see is it a new Marvel movie out? Or I always get confused.
Yes.
There's Marvel and
Yes.
there's.
Yes.
With the ring.
Shang-Chi.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's supposed to
Shang-Chi
be
is,
spectacular.
He is the new superhero of the summer.
He's everywhere. So I'm watching a segment on this movie.
Well, he's an old superhero, but
Yes.
he's a new
New version?
superhero. Yeah.
And I think it's because they're trying to bring more open and good awareness to Asian culture because of everything that happened from the pandemic.
Well,
I think
they're
that's
trying
why
to
they
be more
brought this out.
inclusive.
Yep.
Because the same Marvel and Disney are making a TV show that's going on Disney Plus, which is called Miss Marvel. And Miss Marvel, she is actually Indian, or I think Pakistani.
Interesting.
Now, what I saw,
Did you see the movie?
no, but what I saw when I went to the movies, every coming attraction is a freaking Marvel comic. Every show that's coming, every video, every.
It's supposed to have been a great movie. Slick, you didn't see it?
I didn't see it. I
You
was
didn't
too
go with
busy.
Dan?
No,
You
I
didn't
was
go
too
with
busy.
Dan?
I was too busy watching Cinderella. I was getting picked on for watching Cinderella.
What?
It's a nice movie.
You only
Cinderella?
watch it-
The new
you only
Cinderella?
watch it for Camila
With
Cabello.
Did you watch? You watch the porn version or the
No,
regular
with
version?
Camila
No.
Cabello.
Why are you going so
It's
loud?
Disney.
What
It's
are you
not Disney.
talking? It's not.
Disney.
You sit home and
It's
watch
on-
Cinderella.
Yeah.
It's on
Amazon?
Prime. It's
I
on
had to
It's
pop
on
some
Prime?
yeah, it's
Yeah.
on Prime. I had to pop some popcorn.
You watch it by yourself?
Have some fruits laying around.
You watched it by yourself?
Yeah.
There was nobody else.
Yeah.
Just you.
Yeah, it was amazing. You guys should watch it.
I heard 7 years.
That and what is it? There's
Are you out of your mind?
There's a documentary that came out last night. I didn't finish watching it. It's about the echoes of 9/11, but I have
That's
to-
the one I told you
I
about.
love it.
Yes, I told you to
It
watch
was
that.
good. It was good. That one.
Spike Lee's in it.
20-year anniversary this weekend.
Yeah, it's gonna be.
No,
Did
no,
you
no,
see
it's
what?
not.
the,
It's not a Spike Lee film. Not that.
no,
Spike Lee
he's
film.
in it. He's in that one. If you keep
no,
looking
the
at
echo.
it.
No. The Echoes of 9/11 came out last night. It's a different filmmaker because she just filmed whoever was a part of 9/11 or whoever wanted to share their story, and then she's doing a 20-year time span on how they feel now. Everybody's saying that America should just unify as they did.
Back then.
No, as in like the day after 9/11.
Yeah,
Day after
I know
9/11,
that.
everybody loved each other.
Now, this morning, breaking news: they identified 2 more bodies
I saw that.
from 9/11. They have a whole morgue of pieces, and they don't know who it belongs to.
Oh my goodness.
So the DNA has gotten even more sophisticated. They're asking anybody who thought or thinks that you had somebody in the building or around the area in that day to bring in a tooth comb, a toothbrush, a comb, whatever.
Stuff, people still have that stuff?
Oh,
I
yeah.
have to ask, like, did you feel
It's
like
frozen.
one of the buildings were gonna, or like the buildings were gonna fall?
Never.
Okay.
Slick, when I saw this, I thought I was watching a movie.
Okay.
And when that first building went down, I called my mother. My mother lived in Manhattan at the time. I
Yeah.
says, Mom, we're under attack.
Yeah, people said they didn't even
Yeah.
know
Register
they
that it was
didn't
happening.
think that the building was gonna fall down at all.
At all.
At
When
all.
that building came down, and I had friends at the ground floor. We found one in New Jersey with a broken arm, shoulder, whatever. We found him 3 days later. But there was such chaos because nobody knew what the hell was going on. Again, I'll never forget that for the rest of my life. I did not want to be in New York anymore after that. Then I find out that everybody in the country found out
Miami,
about all
Maine,
this.
everybody
And all the
was
things,
coming.
there's a piece of the building down here. I was like,
There's one
Yep.
in Wellington.
Yep.
There's
There's a piece
one
of Wilmington.
in Coral Springs as well.
Yeah.
and I'm going to tell you something. My sister wants me to fly up because she wants to go down to the memorial. I don't think I can do it.
Gotta do it. You
I
gotta.
went to
can't.
the
I can't do it.
memorial.
I'm not ready yet. It's what, 20 years?
I think the year before I started working with you. And
do it.
the more we walked in, the more I couldn't breathe. And the more we walked in, I couldn't breathe. And I finally said to Chuck, I said, I got to go. You can stay here. I could not. The spirits that were there, and the deeper I went, the more there were, and the more I walked into friends. And I had to go. And he stayed, I think. But I couldn't get out fast enough. It was like this maze to get out, and I couldn't find the way out. It was like when I went to the Holocaust Museum in D.C. when the kids were little. It was that same feeling of, I got to get out. I couldn't be with all of that in one place. It's crazy, right?
It's funny, they were taking volunteers to dig, and it was on the West Side Highway, and there were camps. You had to go through. I went through the first one, which was name registration. But the second one, they says, no, you got to go home. You don't qualify. I was so devastated because I wanted to help.
20 years. And you wonder if you look back now, you've got grown kids and what that's like. I mean, there was a segment I saw today about summer camp. There was a summer camp for all these kids that had lost a family member and how they've come together and their camaraderie. I mean, you talk about coming together and finding your calling. So many things.
Well, the football league, we only had a handful of coaches. All the cops and everybody disappeared. They were gone. They were working or they died. And we had all these kids out there. And the chief came over to the coaches and says, how are we going to handle this? So I said to them, why don't you let each coach take one or two teams, because there weren't enough coaches. And I got 2 teams. And we talked about it. And you know how eerie it is to be in a park, and there's no noise, and there's no planes, and there's no trains, and there's no cars, because we were right by the highways, not a single car. And everybody looked around and said it was eerie. So I went over to the chief, and I said to him, we got to bring music or something in here. So somebody went home and they brought in some boom boxes, and we filled the stadium up with music because it was so eerie to hear your heartbeat.
Without things. And I guess today starts football season. Talk about
Tonight,
stadiums.
first game. Who's playing tonight?
Bucks and Cowboys.
Yeah.
Bucks and Cowboys. I'm taking bets. Freddie the bookie is in the house. Who do you want?
Tampa Bay.
Okay, that's a
GOAT.
quarter. Who do you want?
I got the Bucks. What is it?
I
They
really
got a
want the
better quarterback.
Cowboys, but I don't know if they're
Their
going to do
quarterback,
it.
no, their quarterback
Cowboys
just
are
coming
still
back.
shattered.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Cowboys are shit.
Bucks by
This
10.
is a big day for the Cowboys. 'Cause they really gotta see it on Dak's
67,000 people. They're opening up the stadium. Speaking of stadiums, full capacity.
Bucks win tonight. Win big.
Well,
Full capacity.
full
Yeah,
capacity.
Yeah, college
Well,
games
Texas
are,
didn't
college games
shut
are
down
full
the mall.
capacity too.
All college games are like.
All college games, yeah.
Is there-
The Virginia Tech game, which was the first game of the whole season. Oh my gosh.
How
It was-
many?
Wow. It was the whole stadium was packed, and they played.
They were wearing masks or
I was
no
remembering
masks?
FSU,
No one was wearing
FSU
masks.
and Notre Dame. It was
Yeah,
just
FSU,
like
Notre Dame
everybody
was
was
packed.
like.
Are they
And,
vaccinated or not? Doesn't matter.
I don't think it matters.
Don't even know.
I would never.
The FAMU and Jackson State game was packed too, which was down in Sunlight.
In the FAU game,
Hard
they're
Rock
paying
game.
somebody from Georgia.
Georgia.
Yeah,
They
but
got the
like,
snow.
what
it's
is it?
FAU versus UF.
Or UF.
Yeah.
No, FAU's playing a game this Saturday. My brother
Oh,
invited
it's
me.
They're
Awesome.
faded.
Oh.
They're favored to win this Saturday.
Oh, yeah,
FAU,
no,
were they-
yeah,
they're
yeah,
playing
FAU.
Georgia?
Yeah, and then my
No.
yeah,
They're
my
favorite.
brother invited me over to the game, so like I don't know how big it's gonna be, but like it's gonna be at the FAU.
I'm not doing it.
Aaron's coming and he wanted to go to the Miami-Michigan State game next week. And I said, you can
That's
come in, but you
crazy.
cannot go to the
Hopefully,
game. You
Aaron,
can
they
watch it
win.
from the house.
Hopefully,
They ain't ready for that yet.
He's going to watch it from the house, but
got to,
yeah.
because they're
I was
not.
looking
I
up.
don't think they're checking at the stadiums anymore. They just want.
I don't know what
butts in the
I don't know what
Yeah.
they're doing. You know what?
But I was not
got bad
ready.
news from New York again yesterday. I'm just.
I
done
pulled the
with it.
mom card on that one for next weekend.
Now
so-
let me ask you: is there's only one game tonight? The
Yes.
Bucks and 10. That's it. Dallas
Yes,
and
everything else is on Sunday, Monday.
my Jets go up against Dino and the Carolina Panthers. Wow, you talk about.
I can't believe it's
I'm
football
taking bets
season
on that
again.
one.
Van
How
Darnold.
is that even
Who's
possible?
Miami playing this weekend? Come on, Miami fans.
plays Patriots, I think. I think they start
They're
off.
open with the
Really?
Patriots.
That's
Yeah.
an easy win.
Yeah, I
New
think-
quarterback.
I'm taking bets.
New quarterback.
Where are they opening? In Miami or New England?
That's a good question.
That is a good question.
Find out, because if it's in New England, I'm taking bets.
For whom?
I got you.
New
I'm
England?
taking New England at home.
Ah.
Oh, don't do that.
You know why? You know who's starting for New England?
Who?
Mac Jones.
Mac Jones from
Mac Jones.
Alabama.
Oh.
I can't believe
It's,
what they
it's-
did
Well,
to
Miami had Alabama last weekend, and it was like
Miami should
It's
win this
Miami
game.
at Patriots.
Oh,
Miami at
man.
So
Patriots?
Miami's in New England.
Yeah,
That's-
you got 'em down.
I can't believe what they did to Cam Newton. How can you cut him like that? That's
I'm not
just wrong.
surprised.
How old was he? Is he?
Well, he was a superstar.
32, I believe.
He was a superstar, but like I already seen once they picked Mac Jones up in the draft, he was gonna be gone.
It's unbelievable.
That's
the way
wrong that they
treat him.
cut him in off season. They should have had him play the season.
They should have been at least a backup.
But they just cut him there.
Who's the backup in New England?
I don't know.
Nobody does.
I don't know.
So why don't you keep Cam?
He's a usual backup. He's been in every team.
I heard that
I forgot his name.
they asked him to be a backup. Cam, he said no.
No, it's just Cam. Cam doesn't fit their offense.
Yeah.
Cam is not their
Cam
quarterback.
doesn't read Belichick's mind.
So where is Cam going? Dallas?
He's just a free agent.
Free agent until somebody picks
You
him.
gotta wait until somebody gets hurt.
I think he should go to the Jets.
A lot of
Jets.
analysts are saying that Dallas should look up into him, but it's a high probability.
There's a few teams out
I'm
there.
actually, I have to tell you, I can't believe I'm going to say this. I'm looking forward to football season this year.
Are you gonna watch the Miami game?
No.
So what are you looking forward to?
Peace and tranquility.
Or are you like the other room where they go and
I get to sit
You are
outside.
hilarious.
Nobody
some-
talks to me for 3
Wow.
hours. Sometimes I get a come on Dolphins. Could you give me a come on Canes? And then silence again. It's a beautiful place to be.
I'm going to
Embrace it.
I'm gonna zoom the Dolphin game onto your phone.
Tranquility. I get to sit outside by the pool alone.
Hey, Artful Dodger, I promised him the Jets play on Sunday, right?
Yes.
I promised him to go to if my sons goes with me, I'll go to the Artful Dodger. Watch
Okay.
it. I'll be there at 12:30.
Awesome. All right, ready to wrap this up?
Yes.
Ready
You've
to wrap
got
it
some
up.
elements to put together. Slick for tonight.
Yeah, I just have to send it over to you guys.
All right, we're going to be
Oh, you
working
gotta
on
put
that.
it on the board.
Tune in today for the Colored Pencil Artist at 2:30.
Yeah.
You don't want to miss it. It's the next pop art piece he's done with
Not the rate.
Darth Vader.
Yeah, the radio.
Darth
You're doing it from
Vader.
here.
You
He
haven't
doesn't know
seen
where
it
he's doing his show
from there. Darth Vader. Ask your producer.
What?
Huh?
Huh? Darth Vader, I asked him if he would do Whitney Houston next.
With a mask?
Not with a mask. Oh, he's doing Darth
Oh,
Vader.
I don't know what he's doing. Darth Vader has the mask. This is a great whole collection up here on the wall, I gotta tell you. The only one missing, he's gonna bring in Darth Vader. We're gonna put that there.
That lady loved that
It
piece.
says, "May the mask be with you." I know. Pray for peace. It's a spectacular
that
piece.
She wants to put it in her place.
Yep. We're gonna make that happen. I kind of like changing the colors, making it pop. Hence the name Pop Art. Have a great morning, everyone. We're going to wrap this up. We'll see you in a little bit.
And don't be late.
Bye-bye.
Dawn, where's the snooze button?
Ready, it's time to get up. We got a show to do. Wake up, wake up, wake up. Hang tight, guys. Pressing the snooze one more time.
And it's time to do a show.
Morning time, snooze button.
Thank you for listening to the morning show. As I go now to fill my mug, which is completely empty, I'm coffee out.
Your cup runneth over.
No, company dry.
Have a great morning, everyone. Stay safe, be kind to each other. Tune in for all of our other morning shows coming from Ant Media Productions, and then our afternoon show at 12 o'clock.
And always join us for more fun and laughs, because you know your day starts when you smile.
Have a great morning, and we'll see you in a little bit.
And don't be late.